Good afternoon, Arnell. My name is Jonathan Agosto from Triple A SEO. I spoke with Janice earlier today, and as I promised, here's your analysis. I wanted to get on here real quick and go through your site in this video to do a website audit and show you personally what is holding your website back from being in the top 3 on Google. I'm going to mainly be going over 3 things you can do today to help bring in more work and customers. Those 3 things are content, citations, and backlinks. So the very first thing I want to go over is your website. As you can see here, I have your website pulled up. Um, you have your get quote button there. You should have like a contact form, so you can capture that lead right away before they leave your page. Testimonial, this is great. A lot of people like to see this. And you have a bunch of pictures here. They look nice. Some of them are sideways, so you want to go ahead and make sure you fix those. But I don't see any content on your website. One thing I can tell you about Google is that Google love content. They like to see a minimum of 1,500 words on your homepage, and you definitely have less than that. In addition to this, the more content you have, the more you look like an expert in their eyes. So you will want to beat out your competitors. So for example, if they have the minimum of 1,500 words that Google's like to see, you want to have 2,000. You want to have more than them so you can actually look like an expert in Google's eye and outrank them in that area. So when someone searches for Orlando Roofing, for example, Google is going to start searching and crawling all the websites on the internet, and they're going to be ranking the results. Google is looking for keywords, is looking for what that site should be found for. If you have the exact words Orlando Roofing Company listed multiple times on your site, you're going to be really relevant for that search, and Google is going to be willing to put you higher in the results. I don't see any of those keywords here in your site, so you want to get those in there as well. Okay, I went ahead and did a Google search for that specific keyword. So as you can see, Orlando Roofing Company. So when someone types that, is looking for your services, this is what they're gonna see, right? They're gonna see the advertisement first. Obviously, people are paying to be listed up here, so Google is gonna list those businesses first. But right below that, we have what we call the Mac Pack, and the top 3 listed in here are the ones that receive most of the work because they're super easy to find and they're listed right away. So I don't see your listed here. So some things you can do to be listed in here is have a Google Business Profile, which you have one already. Look for that too. You just need to optimize yours and add more information. So some things you can do is to fill out as much information as possible, like I mentioned, like your name, your business hours, your phone numbers. Make sure you keep adding pictures regularly, as well as getting reviews from your past customers, right? And the most important thing you can do, to be up here is to do the citations I mentioned before. Citations, you want to put your name, address, and phone number into as many relevant directories as possible. So directories are things like Yelp, Yellow Pages, and so on. So if you do this will help you to greatly power up your profile and start showing up here and get more businesses. So the website listed below this are what we call the organic, and you also want to be listed in the top 3 here so that the most amount of people will find you. So let's take a look at one of the top competitors here, the local competitors. So we have Janney Roofing. Let's click on their page. So this is their page. I just want you to pay attention to how much content they have and the keywords they're using, all right? So as we can see here, we have Orlando Roofer. That is a keyword. Roofer in Orlando, that's another keyword. Look at how much content they have. Orlando Roofing Services, another keyword there with so much content. More keywords, more content. Look at all the content they have, all right? So as you can see, you doing great use of those keywords and content. So that's why you wanted to emulate, so you can actually outrank them. All right, but other than keywords and content, let's see and take a look at why this website is ranking and one of the top results in Google. This is a paid program I use to research websites called RF. If I put Janney's Roofing into these programs, we can actually see what we are up against. I want to go over the UR and DR ratings. A UR rating is a trust rating, meaning how much Google trusts your website. A DR rating shows how powerful your website is in the eyes of Google. An important way of raising these numbers here is through the use of backlinks, as which we can see here. A backlink is essentially a shoutout or an endorsement from another website. With these programs, we can actually see what links they have, and we can actually attain them for your website. So lastly, and most importantly, the keywords. This is the keywords we were talking about earlier. So I'm gonna show you a handful of keywords, that they're ranking for, but just pay attention. They being found for 2,700 keywords. That means those keywords that people are typing in Google to actually find this website. So some of the keywords they have. So let's talk about roofing company Orlando. Search volume is the amount of searches per month for that specific keyword. So we have 450 people actually searching for roofing companies Orlando in the internet. So Orlando Roofing 400, Orlando Roofing Companies 400, Roofers Orlando 350. So you can keep going down, the list, and you see how much volume, how many searches here in Orlando for the services that you offer. So imagine all those people going to your website instead of going to your competitor's website. So let's take a look at your ranking and see, how you compare to them. So as you can see here, we have your website here. Now pay attention to the DR rating. Remember, this is how powerful your website is. This is how much Google trusts your website. You see that these numbers are way high, and that's because you have a free Google website, which means obviously it comes from Google, so Google will trust this website and will give a lot of power because, basically they own your website. So, but pay attention to the actual backlinks. You have no data, meaning you don't have any backlinks coming through your site. That's what actually puts you, on the first page of Google. And pay attention also to the actual organic keywords you're being found for. Only 2 keywords. I'm pretty sure that's just different variations of your number. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, so all seasons roofing, all season roof, so those are just different variations of your name. Now, if you pay attention here, or organic traffic, 0 means 0 people actually visited your website in the last month. So if we compare that to Janney, they have 1,400 people going to their website. So imagine all those 1,400 people or even more going to your site instead of going to theirs. So it looks like if you were to get more content and keywords on your site, increase your UR and DR ratings, and get some high quality backlinks, you could bring in a lot of calls. So I hope this video was helpful, and I would really appreciate hearing your thoughts about it. You can email me any thoughts or questions that you have, or you can just give me a call at 407-974-6037. I hope you have a great day.